Okay, it is 2 o'clock, so our next committee meeting will be Public Service Committee, and those council members are Samples, Kamer, Swirsky, Lombardo, and McKittrick.
Thank you, Sarah. If I could get a motion for approval of our previous meeting minutes.
I make the motion to approve last month's meeting minutes.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We have one piece coming before us. Ordinance authorizing the Director of Public Service or his designee to enter into a contract without publicly advertising for bids with Southeast Golf Cart Company for golf cart usage at Good Park Golf Course, authorizing payment therefore and declaring an emergency. Mr. Lash, are you handling this or is Mr. Fricker?
Good afternoon, Madam Chair and committee. Steve, our Director of Finance, will be handling this piece of legislation.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Chair. So this is the annual renewal of our contract for the golf carts at Good Park Golf Course. So what we did is we reused the carts. I think this will be 3 years in a row that we've reused the carts. So we've been getting kind of a decreasing price on the carts because we haven't been getting new ones. So typically we'll do like a 3-year rotation and they get new carts every 3 years. We've been using them a little bit longer so that we can get a cheaper price. We found that the carts are still in good condition and are good enough to kind of reuse. So we're getting very good pricing on this. So this is renewing that cart contract for one additional year.
Okay. Before I open it up to committee, I had a couple questions. I was looking at the amount per car and the amount of cars that we're utilizing. Do we really need 60 cars at Good Park?
We do. So, it actually as part of, because we've been kind of having a policy of 1 to a cart due to COVID, we've actually been running out of golf carts, because if we're only allowing 1 to a cart, then to fill up the entire golf cart course requires more carts than what we're currently utilizing. So yes, we do need all those golf carts.
Okay, and last question is there an opportunity where we can maybe purchase instead of leasing? It just seems like we would save more money if we just purchased the cars.
Typically, because of the way they work with the electric carts and the fact that they have batteries, it's kind of a typical process just to lease rather than to purchase on your own, because the vendors take care of all of the maintenance of the batteries on the golf carts each year. So that's kind of the standard way that electric golf carts are utilized by golf courses, is to lease them.
Okay. Do I have any questions from committee members?
Yeah.
Mr. Swirsky?
Yeah, I'd like to back up a little bit about the golf course. Just please explain who uses this golf course, what people are likely to be riding around on these carts, and since it is at least some expense to taxpayers, could you tell us about that?
So it's really not an expense to taxpayers. So
it's not, okay.
They're using a Good Park Golf Course. We charge a fee both to golf and to use a cart. So the fee more than covers our expense. So we actually make money by renting the golf carts out to the golfers that play at both Good Park and Mud Run.
Oh,
so it's not a taxpayer expense.
Okay, yeah, because that'd be good if the next time this gets written up, says the request, the amount doesn't point that out. I think that'd be helpful. That's a very helpful fact. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So Steve, this cost is just for Good Park, or is this associated with Mud Run?
I believe that this is just for Good Park. Yes. I think that the first tee operates Mud Run. They also use the same vendor, but they're actually paying, through the first tee contract for those carts.
Okay. Any other questions from committee members, council members? None? I don't see any hands raised.
I don't either.
Okay. What's your pleasure, Mr. Fricker?
I believe that this is kind of a bill that we would like to pay. So if we could, I would ask for a suspension of the rules if we could.
Okay. If I could get a motion for suspension of the rules.
I'll make the motion to suspend the rules.
Have a-
Second.
have a second, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Um,
Aye.
We will pass it out this evening, and there's nothing else coming for us for public service. We are adjourned.
Thank you.
Our next committee will be the Public Safety Committee meeting, and that'll start at 2:15. Thank you.
I'm going to end the live